the Nigerian youth, the social media, the social influencers. Social media, yes, though good, has its negative impact. When I went through the comments, I could not believe it, Mr. Speaker. The curses, the abuses from children. And I ask myself,
that is right, Honorable Desmond Elliot. I added right because I don't know if he has ever gone left in his life. He thinks he's always right. That's Honorable Desmond Elliot. Someone that left the Nollywood industry to travel into the political space. And so Nigerians, upon his election into the Lagos State House of Assembly, thought there would be an era of practical development, state support, private partnership to support it, not just those that have reached the zenith of film making. I'm talking about young entrepreneurs, filmmakers who had the interest, and the most likely. Desmond wasn't just doing shenanigans in the Lagos Assembly. He was building toilets in public places as part of his constitutional projects and programs. Embarrassing. And that was a plenary just after the End SARS protest, where Nigerians were killed at the Lekki toll gate. Unfortunately, we would have expected that Desmond Elliot, who is a young person, a youth from this constituency, would have been walking into the house on the day of this plenary with a black and black shirt, mourning the Nigerian political situation and the nonsense that happened in Lekki toll gate. But then he wore his agbada and his cap, and they look at him talking about children contesting, children insulting. That's Desmond Elliot. That is Desmond Elliot. I want to allow you to see the full video before we even talk some more. Watch the video first.
Mr. Speaker, we need to address certain things. The Nigerian youth, the social media, the social influencers, all of these are making the narrative that we are seeing today, except we are joking with ourselves. Social media, yes, though good, has its negative impact. Let me first thank you for condemning the wanton killings and carnage that happened at Lekki. When I went through the comments, I could not believe it, Mr. Speaker. The curses, the abuses from children. And I ask myself, is this Nigeria? What is going on? Children cursing, Mr. Sin, people having the effrontery to enter an Oba's palace, hold the staff of office. Culture is gone. Mr. Speaker, in the next 5 years, there will be no Nigeria if we don't start now. The youth is not only those who do the peaceful protest. Those who have looted, who have destroyed lives, they are youths as well. Mr. Speaker, pregnant women went into malls, picked things and went away. When shall we change this narrative? I put it to all the celebrities out there, all the motivational speakers. This is the only country we have. The wealthy will go. When anything happens, what is our common saying? We die here. Please, celebrities, please, social media influencers, stop the hatred already. You have a means constitutionally to change governments. It's called your P.
The reason why nonsense like this, element like this, do not get to power and serve the interest of the people is because they know that we are anointed, blessed, and sent forth by certain political figures, political influences, and not just the election that gave them the power to becoming representing the people. That is it. Because if you realize that it was the people that voted him to power and not the man that blessed him from wherever, he would serve the people more than going to serve the interests of the people, that the person that blessed him. And that's where we are as a people. That's what we have as a country. And that's why I am kicking against. We must continue to dismantle this criminal political establishment and structures that have been created all over this country. Whether by empowering a man, or empowering an individual, or by empowering a certain tribe, a certain religion, and in the name of cabal or kingmakers, they are the ones deciding the fate of the people. That's why Desmond Elliot will go to the House of Assembly in Lagos State and then begin to condemn social media. With this kind of element, a Tinubu presidency will mean that social media will be regulated to the barest minimum. That we may never have a voice like this. We may not be able to communicate like this. Buhari was not good, but at least, apart from Twitter, he has allowed us to have freedom of expression. Tinubu and Desmond Elliot as one of his advisors and boys, we don't even have hope. We don't have hope in this country with Desmond Elliot. Someone asked me a couple of weeks ago before the election, what if Peter Obi gets to power, did not do anything? I said, but the people will win. Let me tell you, it's going to be difficult for a man that was voted for by the people to get to power and not work for the people. That's one. Two, if the people continue to decide who leads them, and not just one or two influences, not people that say it's your turn or people that anoint you, people that recommend you. If the people continue to decide who leads them, it may take 2, 3, 4 turns. A day will come, they will get someone who will deliver their good to them at all costs. At all costs. That's it. But you see the problem we have had in this country all this while, in the early 2000s especially, and it's happening in some places right now. A couple of persons begin to decide what happens in every given society. They decide to become governor. There were times in this country, you want to be councillor in Edo State, you go to Uromi. In Delta State, you go to Ogara. In the whole of the Western region, you go to Bodilon. That's how it has always been. In the North, same thing. In Central, in Abuja, everybody, they were influences. They did not care about the people. It is pleasing them. There was a time in this country where a state governor's office was a reward for a marriage. I don't know. That is what has led us here. We must continue to dismantle this. And that's why I am against a Saulu's re-election. That criminal political establishment of Lagos State must be dismantled. Go and look at what Sheyi Tinubu is doing already. You are not aware. You don't know anything. You are quiet. They said that the Edo State government refused APC use of what's it called? How do I call it now? Billboards. Sheyi Tinubu went to mount several billboards in the Benin airport. He said that federal government was not a state that owns it. His father is not president yet. He has right over the Benin airport. He says it's federal government property. And that's when the father become president, that one will take over. God, I never know. That's criminal establishment. Criminal establishment built, created to continually give certain persons certain rights over the others. This criminal establishment, I will go to deny a seemingly good man like Professor Yemi Osinbajo, brilliant, intelligent, qualified eminently to even lead this country in the nearest future, because he stood against his former boss and said, I think I also have a chance to lead the people. Careers of people like that will be dead if we don't fight and dismantle criminal. So we are fighting for every Nigerian. This fight is for every Nigerian. Please, those of you in the Surulere constituency, vote out Desmond Elliot and vote in this young man. Olumide is also from the constituency, he's also an actor, right? And I'm happy that Labour Party has gained the kind of preeminence and prominence that we expect of a party in Lagos State. Please vote in support. People like Desmond Elliot should be told to go home so that they will honor the people more. All these guys, it is a father that that's why they will serve the interest. If Desmond Elliot remembers he's a young person, even if there was a panel set aside to investigate the lake, you will mourn with them because you heard that gunshot, you saw blood stains. But you walked back that to that plenary and began to curse us and say we are children. Children will do you waiting they do children. I will say children, these children. On Saturday, you will go home. Prepare, maybe you're preparing to go to Abuja. Don't worry, that's where you will see court will remove that certificate now go return her. I know they joke. We are not joking in this country. The fight is for the battle of the soul of this country, and it's for our destiny, it's for our life. I'm taking this thing as serious as possible. We will not allow nonsense like this to continue. Elements like this that continually praise Godfathers and abuse and degrade the people will be sent to their houses. Let them go and stay at home because we don't deserve us. Let's vote people that can be accountable to us, that will be responsible to us, not people that will be serving the interests of their godfathers. Vote Olumide, vote Jarofi for Lagos State Governor. Vote people in your state that do not have a political godfather who is the one deciding what comes and what goes. That's not what democracy means. If the democracy we read in school is what is being practiced in this country, will be better. But this time is about the interest of a few individuals who are in charge of the society, and then they demand what comes and what goes. There was a time in this state when somebody became governor by illegal means, yet the godfather still gave him a list of the commissioners that I should announce. Not a joke for you. Don't go and vote for somebody that you can call to order. You are allowing people to recommend, and you say they are using tribal politics to deceive you and say they are not fully Yoruba. Excuse me. Come on for there. They think, oh, use your head. Let's share this video. People like Desmond Elliot should be taught the bitter lesson of fighting the people and standing for godfathers, even though they were the one killing and destroying our lives. All these criminal elements that have stood as Egbeweja, Agberu, chief commandant, the one that decide what comes and what goes, the political calculators and permutators, all of them, let's send them and their cronies and their stooges back to their houses. Pursue them in the house. Let's collect this country. Take back Nigeria is a matter that we must never forget. People that have godfathers that decide what comes for them, they are the one that is holding us back. Take back Nigeria. Share this video and let it. Tag the people you want to tag. And if you have a candidate in your state, in your constituency that you think we should talk about, we should vote for, put them in the comment section. I want to see candidates. The people that you know that in your state, they are accountable to you, they'll be responsible to you as a people. Put them in the comment section. If I'll go through it, the ones that require publicity will publicize it. Let us use this election to show to these godfathers that enough is enough. It's our turn to hold this country. Thank you.